Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. When you talk about a musical genius, R. Kelly is at the very top of any list, whether the list new or old. No one could match his speed when it came to recording hit records. R. Kelly recorded and had music written for the most prestigious and powerful musical icons the world. Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson are the two notable artists that got instant hits from him. It was like R. Kelly was having outer body experience, and we all got to witness true greatness every time he touched a microphone. His kind will never be found again unless he probably decides to resume from where he left after his release from prison. The truth of the matter with R. Kelly's predicament is that several rival R&B artists are glad R. Kelly is out of their way, because they had absolutely no chance of competing with his music, for he's too gifted, and this can't be left out as one of the major reasons why many fellow artists hastily went on to denounce him amid his allegations. Nonetheless, all of that could not deter his superhuman gift of music he inherited from his late mother, that was allegedly naturally gifted in music as well. R. Kelly was the greatest singer ever from the beginning. His music teacher, the late Lena McLin, was in awe at his skills, for he blew everybody's mind in his music class. I'm sure they wondered how he was such a miracle with the microphone, and they were just hoping to get one of his hand-me-down blessings from his endless well of musical ability. There was none before, and there will be none after R. Kelly. It was only a matter of time before he got his big break and got signed to a major record label. I cannot also deny the fact that Chicago must have something mystical about their singers and musicians, because they are quite unique, just like Sam Cooke, John Legend, Quincy Jones, and Lil Durk, to name but a few. But when it comes to R. Kelly, the heavens break loose. R. Kelly was given a chance to compete and won $100,000 in a singing contest immediately after which a record deal followed. Those other singers in the contest were in way over their head, and they had no chance at all. R. Kelly was in a group called Public Announcement, of which he was the lead singer. Naturally, the other guys were just grateful for being along for the ride. They released one album, and the biggest hit from the album is a song called Honey Love. In 1992, the song peaked at number 29, and it was added to a classic Hood movies soundtrack called Menace to Society in 1993. But R. Kelly was too talented to be in a group anymore. He could make more money by himself, though these guys were cool, but they weren't worthy to carry his water. If you listen to R. Kelly's music, you cannot help but let the melody get all the way down in your bones, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. He is truly the world's greatest, just like the iconic song he made to honor the great Muhammad Ali. The inspiration from his music is better described as endless. From the gospel song he composed for Whitney Houston, which remains the first gospel song I ever bought, called I Look to You, to the other classic he wrote for Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone. He is that mountain and tall tree that he spoke of for sure when it comes to his amazing style of making music. R. Kelly further made a song called I Am Your Angel with Celine Dion that can be played in any gospel mix, and it's guaranteed to raise the level of quality without question. I Believe I Can Fly gave hope to so many people that were so ready to give up on life that it cannot be counted for multitude. Sadly though, R. Kelly's bank accounts were frozen during his legal battles, so he could not afford to hire adequate legal representation. They broke his spirit and the genius of music, and no other can create more magic anymore. R. Kelly had no idea of how he was going to be dragged, but just know that once Gayle King and the rest of the feminist lynch mob get on a black man, it's usually over for whoever that man is. We cannot run away from the fact that several successful people are usually betrayed by those close to them. The conspirators against R. Kelly have probably achieved a great percentage of their objective, apart from the fact that R. Kelly is still alive and the prospects of him leaving prison soon do exist. These well-orchestrated conspiracies and blackmails have become common in the music industry, targeting those that make it great. We should recall that Tupac was probably the most misunderstood artist in music history, because most people did not get to the solid reasons as to why he grew to be so combative and controversial. He is probably one of the most betrayed people in history by those who he once called friends. It was mostly out of their petty jealous. Tupac was once attacked and nearly killed by a group that he formed and grew up with in Baltimore. But before all of that, He had moved to the West Coast to Oakland as a teenager in a crack-infested community where he dropped out of high school, sold drugs, but continued to develop his craft. Unfortunately, Tupac ended up getting his shot to become a member of the group of legendary old-school hip-hop group, the Digital Underground. There are many layers to the genius of Tupac, and there's not enough words to do him justice, but the meat of why he became the only true outlaw of hip-hop was demonstrated. With all these ill conspiracies in context, R. Kelly's music has been praised for its catchy melodies and soulful lyrics. He has been nominated for several Grammy Awards and has won several other music awards. R. Kelly is also known for his philanthropic work, particularly his work with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. His music has had a significant impact on popular culture, and he has been credited with helping to popularize the R&B and soul genres. R. Kelly's music has also been featured in several films and television shows. He remains a talented and successful singer and songwriter who has, through his musical gift, made a significant contribution to the music industry. As a point to note, there are more innocent people in our jails and prisons today than ever before. The rate of exonerations continues to rise, revealing an unreliable system of criminal justice. A lack of accountability for police and prosecutors, reliance on junk science or mistaken eyewitnesses, and the indigent defense crisis are major contributors to wrongful convictions that have undermined the credibility of our system and ruined the lives of innocent men and women. A conviction may be classified as wrongful when a person convicted is factually innocent of the charges, or if there were procedural errors that violated the convicted person's rights. More than half of wrongful convictions can be traced to witnesses who lied in court or made false accusations. In 2018, a record number of exonerations involved misconduct by government officials. The strength of our criminal justice system depends on its accuracy and its ability to convict the guilty and to clear the innocent. But we know that wrongful convictions happen, but identifying and understanding the causes is critical to maintaining the integrity of our justice system. As we continue to witness new developments occurring towards R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time around, the relevant truth will be put into consideration. This is the ray of hope that makes us keep our breath and hold. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team will be able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.